I'm so glad to be back here, guys. I've been on tour for a while, and all around the place, a load of shitholes. Los Angeles, Paris, nightmare, Oma. So it's actually good to be back here. But here's the worst thing. I've been spending way too much time in Belfast International Airport. Now, if anywhere needs a fucking 9/11, that's the spot. You know, like, if I ever kill someone, it's gonna be fucking in that. Does anyone work in Belfast International? No, you don't. Even if you do, you don't. You know what I mean? Don't know, I stand there for 8 hours, scratching my arsehole, and that's it. You know you're in a shithole country when you leave the airport. You can judge it by the ads. You know, you leave like Gatwick or something in London, it's all Cartier, Gucci. You leave Belfast International, it's literally sausages. Do you like sausages? Do you like They're not even branded, it's just fucking sausages. Is it Denny's? No, sausages. Crisps, you like crisps, mate? Got crisps. What else have we got? Janine, what else have we got? Jan's Causeway, what else do you need, sure? Fucking. There you go. Fucking shithole. And the fucking toilets. I don't know if anyone's had a solid shit in a toilet in an airport in the history of time. Has anyone ever done a solid shit in an airport? I think people sit at home and they have like 12 cans of Stella, a kebab and a curry, and they're like, feel a bit rough here. Better book a flight to Amsterdam real quick. No possible way I could do this shit at home, you know what I mean? Ever see those businessmen? They're like, morning, Jeff, how are you? I'm grand, how's it going? Just walking around like it's normal. Jesus. All airport toilets just have 3 inches of piss the whole way around them. Do you ever notice that? I think in the fellas' toilets, they just hand out blindfolds and lads are just pissing. No hands. What gate am I at? What gate am I? Shithole. It's not the worst one though. I was in Dublin Airport recently, right? And I read, and we're about to get racist, I read Dublin Airport was the back door into Europe for ISIS, right? And I don't want to racially profile, but I was standing there looking around going, I'm the only cunt not in ISIS, you know? If I was cast in a movie and I needed fucking religious extremists, I'd have went, get in the van, lads, we're making a movie. I'm sitting trying to weigh my bag. Not my ball bag, like my fucking... If you have any other luggage, slap. Look at that. 4.5 kilos for a play, mate. I'm sitting trying to weigh my carry-on stuff, and I'm like, and she's like, it's a kilo over, and I'm like, he literally has a fuse coming out of his, you know what I mean? But all the fucking security are staring at me, because I'm traveling with my wife, and she has so much fucking cosmetics with her, we have to split it. So they're all behind the security desk, like, this bald cunt has an awful lot of shampoo for a bald cunt. Keep a fucking eye on him, keep an eye on him. Although I'm yet to see a plane taken down with fucking a bottle of Head and Shoulders, you know what I mean? Today an EasyJet flight to Amsterdam was taken down by the infamous Tresemme bomber. Wrecked the place. It's probably racist, I don't know. I was a victim of racism recently, right? Had to apply for a new passport, okay? Got the fucking photo signed, sent it away. It returned, no passport. And it just said, we cannot accept. That's the accent I read it in. I just knew it. I was like, there's some big fat bitch called Patricia, you know what I mean? Sitting there judging people. She's probably on the shitter in work smoking a fag. Just flicking it between her legs. Letter comes back, your head's too shiny. Can't accept the photos, head's too shiny. Big fat fucking Patricia, unbelievable. I'm like, who the fuck else is she sending letters back to, you know what I mean? God forbid you're a different race, you know? I count baldness as a race. God forbid you're Asian, you know what I mean? She's sending back letters. You may fucking open your eyes, love. You look like all your mates. Take it again. Fucking Patricia. God forbid you're black, you know what I mean? Oh, you're all teeth, love. Take it again. Did in a white background, fuck's sake. What if you're a Muslim woman? That's the worst one. You look like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. Take it again. Fuck you, Patricia. You know what I mean? Made her up. It's probably a computer sent the letter back. I have no idea. I've been a victim of racism a couple of times, and it's weird because I look like a racist. You know what I mean? If you Googled racist, it's a guy like me bleeding with 2 staffies. That's always the guy getting arrested. Fuck shit! Don't touch my dogs. 2 staffies, always. No matter if they landed on the moon, 2 staffies, always. Every fucking photo. I was doing a gig in Belfast, right? And I was doing support, so I was going on first, and there was an MC, and the girl that was headlining happened to be a tall Canadian black lady, long dreadlocks, right? I walked in and I was like, hello, I'm Colin. She's out of her mind, steaming. She's like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, okay. It's like, my name's Colin, I'm doing support tonight. And she goes, okay, so you're hosting? And I went, no, I'm gonna do support. Funnily enough, the guy hosting is also called Colin. She was like, so you're hosting? And I went, are you drinking fucking petrol? What's going on here? My name's Colin, the host called Colin. And she just cut me off. She went, I don't know, man. All your fucking Collins and Steves, you all look the fucking same to me. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that racism hurt my heart. I thought racism was only a bit of crack till there now. I was like, hurt my feelings. I was coming up with all these arguments in my head and all. I was like, hold on a second, you think you can't be racist to a white person? Of course you can, you know what I mean? It's fucking... all these arguments in my head. And the best I could come up with was, oh yeah? We all look the same, do we? See, when you walked in, I thought you were Lennox Lewis. How about that shit? Covered up real quick. In case you beat the shit out of me. Unbelievable. Fucking hell, guys. On the piss. I've been hungover for about fucking 9 years, I think. Fuck that. I'm at the age now where if you get a hangover, you wake up in the morning and you go, do I need to put a tampon in my asshole today? Do you know what I mean? I don't trust the integrity of that anus today. Oh, fuck. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. Some of you guys have probably been day drinking on a Saturday. Any day drinkers in today? You guys are quite sensible. It's after Christmas. Everyone's laying low a wee bit. All my mates still, they're like, we'll go for pints in the daytime. No. I don't know what the difference is. I could drink at night time. I could have 4 pints at night. You know? Drive some children to school. Whatever. That's only weird because I don't have children, but you know what I mean? Like... You know what I mean? Your mate wants a lift to the airport. You're like, no sweat. I've only had 6 pints. Let's go. You have 6 pints in the daytime. You just fucking teleport and you're like, just pissing on a Centra deli. Like, 4 in the afternoon. Where am I? What time is it? Do you want to add a hash brown for a meal deal? Yes. So drunk you're doing that vomit. You know like when babies vomit and they make no effort? Like if you're an adult and you're sober, that's how I vomit when I'm sober. See, when you're drunk enough, you can just stand there completely upright going... Still pissing, by the way. You give it a courtesy chew on the way out. It's to see if there's any nutrients left in it, you know? Like your wine tasting. By the way, girls, you don't know this. Sometimes when fellas vomit really hard, you get a cramp in your gooch behind your ball bag. Bit of a lower laugh there. That's hit home with a few fellas, you know what I mean? Girls, you think you've got it hard with your periods? Try vomiting and trying to stretch your fucking gooch at the same time. Just like... That's a good day. You're vomiting, trying to stretch your gooch and put deep heat on your taint without fucking touching your asshole, you know what I mean? By the way, why does everybody want to do stuff drunk that I would much rather do sober, you know? There's like a list of things. People are like, let's get drunk, get a kebab. I'm like, nah. I want to remember this moment, you know? Gonna wrap it up, eat it tomorrow. Gotta get my special t-shirt on, don't mind getting sauce on it, you know what I mean? All sorts of shit, you know? Eating kebabs, fighting. I don't know why people fight when they're drunk, you know what I mean? You get 14 pints in you and someone wants to start. I'm like, listen, I will not risk vomiting this pints up. And yes, I've had a few pints, that's why I said vomiting this pints up. Take my email. Meet me tomorrow in your pants and we'll fight. Having sex as well, you know. People are like, oh, can't wait to go out tonight, have a few drinks, get the ride. And you're like, pointless. Absolutely fucking pointless. You're gonna have sex when you can't feel your genitals? Why? Know what I mean? It's like going for a Michelin star meal when you've just had your fucking wisdom teeth taken out. It's like, I'll just put it up a tongue and fuck it. I don't know. Trying to get fit. Not gonna drink for this January. Gonna try and stay sober. Because I found out a depressing fact recently, right? If I wanted to fight as a UFC heavyweight, right? In the UFC, if I wanted to fight as a legit heavyweight, I would have to lose 19 pounds. Like if I was fighting Brock Lesnar, right? They would pull him aside and they'd be like, Brock, you can't do it, mate. You can't. He'll smother you between his titties. It's too dangerous, bro. He'd fucking kill you. Trying all sorts of shit. Started doing BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Anyone know what that is? A couple of degenerates in the room, okay. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's basically when a bunch of dudes get together and they roll about the floor and they're trying to choke each other and do arm bars. It's kind of like judo and wrestling mixed together, but to the untrained eye, it looks like just dudes in their jammies fucking each other. Here's how fat I am, right? And I don't know how I got through my whole life without doing this. I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu one day, right? Rolled over on my hand, broke my finger. So, how did I get through my whole life without doing that, you know? Let me get my wallet here. Ah! Ah! So anyway, went to A&E with this broken finger. I don't know if anyone's ever broken a finger before, right? Do you know what they do? Tape it to the next one, okay? I was in A&E for 4 hours, for fuck's sake. People with cages on their head, bones sticking out their leg and all, and I'm sitting there going, does that look swollen to you? It's fucking murder, swear to God. So they tape it to the next one, and I'm walking around with this permanent fucking bowling ball grip like this. Here's a mistake I made. I went to visit my dad, and my dad straight away is like, what the fuck's going on with your finger? And I was like, I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And of course he's like, huh? What's that? You're fucking shaving your muff and doing karate? What the fuck is that? Had to explain to him. I was like, no, it's like fucking judo and wrestling. And, you roll about the floor with some dudes and you sweat on each other and choke each other and all. And I could see him looking at me like, I could see the wheels turning in his head. He was like, oh, so you're fucking rolled about the floor with some fellas, were you? Huh? Broke your finger, wasn't I? I was like, you know, I hang about with comedians all day. I know where the joke's going, you know what I mean? I know where you're going with the joke. I didn't. He just went like this, I see you're rolling about the floor with some fellas, were you? Broke your finger, huh? And I was like... I did the fucking no effort vomit. I was like... Don't ever do that again. Don't want to see my dad's finger in face. You know, again, but... Tried all sorts of shit. tried the BJJ, even had a personal trainer for a while, and I was training for a good few months and didn't lose any weight. And he goes, why don't you try a vegan diet? Now, I laughed so hard I nearly got a fucking six-pack. I was like, ha 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 ha, dick V's straight away. Is there any vegans in here? It's in the corner with a mouthful of quinoa. Every vegan meal must be like having like 3/4 of a wank, you know what I mean? You just stop and someone's like, are you satisfied? And you're like, You satisfied with 3/4 of a dinner there? Yes. Vegans. I've eaten in vegan restaurants and stuff. It's fine. It's okay, I don't mind vegans, but definitely just don't talk about it. You know, they're all like fucking, oh man, you're killing animals. And I'm like, so? I wouldn't mind if they just sat in the corner and ate the broccoli like you're supposed to, you know? Just enjoy it in the corner. But you'd think, like, I'm a vegan, I'm totally opposed to meat, I don't want any dead animals, don't want any of that shit. Until you go to a vegan restaurant and you look at the menu. Have you ever seen the menu in a vegan place? It's like, come on in, no animals are harmed in the process of making our food. Now, their options today are a, got a vegan sausage up there, and got a vegan burger too, got a vegan burger. And we've got some vegan pulled pork there if anyone's interested. And you're like, I thought you didn't want meat. You know what I'm saying? I thought you didn't want meat. I thought you just were happy in the corner with the spinach, no? It's like when you watch lesbian porn and they use a fucking strap on, you're like, do you want dick or not? Like, make up your fucking mind. Spelled that everywhere for continuity. You enjoy that? My trainer also said that, I was like, what sort of food should I eat or not eat or whatever? And he goes, it's easy, man, just don't eat late at night, don't eat fast food and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, that's grand. And he goes, yeah, just avoid the usual, just don't eat burgers and pizzas and stuff. And I was like, oh, hey, is pizza bad for you? And he's like, oh yeah, bro, too much cheese, too much bread. People get drunk, they eat a full fucking Domino's and stuff like that. And I was like, me? You know? It's like it's a mind trick. There's 8 perfect slices there. You get steaming, you just keep eating it. You would never do that. You would never eat that much. And I was like, well, I have done many times, yeah. He goes, put it this way, you wouldn't get drunk and make yourself fucking 8 slices of cheese on toast, would you? I thought it was a trick question. I was like, no. And in my head, I'm thinking, why even open the loaf if you're not going to eat the full fucking thing? You know what I mean? It goes bad. You know that? It goes mouldy. I eat bread the way people eat crisps, you know what I'm saying? Sure, it's fucking open now, get it into you. The fitness journey isn't going well. Managed to stop smoking though. Cheers, guys. Not doing well with these bottles of water, guys. Stop smoking, just quit too, just fucking cold turkey. You know what I mean? No pads, no fucking vapes. Patches, no patches. We'll cut that out. Pads. Me turning up in boots covered in Tampax. Here, I smoked 80 fags today. Fucking pieces of shit. Stop vaping, or stop smoking. No vapes. Does anyone vape in here, by the way? Plenty of vapists. Great. As it just make some noise if you smoked before you vaped. Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. See these lunatics, they're like, it just looked cool, so I started, you know? Actually, I don't know what's worse. I don't know, like, someone who smoked like 80 cigarettes a day, and now they're just like, I am completely satisfied with this blueberry mist, you know? I don't miss the fags at all. What's this one? Vodka Red Bull, love it. I like to smoke my drinks now. It's mad. It's weird, people get those fucking real powerful ones, you know, and they're like, and you look like a fucking dragon just walking down the street. Like a power station. It's unbelievable. Here's the weird thing, here's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Has anyone heard of competitive vaping? Oh my God. I'll tell you what it is if you don't know. It's when a bunch of virgins get together And they can't play real sports, so they take a vape and they go, and then they do tricks with the vape. Get under a bus, you know? Here's the weird thing. If you take the fucking vape smoke out of it, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like mime porn. It literally looks like they go... Like, play a real fucking sport, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking losers, vaping. But people get addicted to shit, don't they? People get addicted to smoking. I remember when I was a kid, it starts young too. Playing football on the street, this kid runs up, crying his eyes out. He looked like he had the worst hay fever ever. Big red eyes. And he had a mouth full of, like, a whole packet of fucking spearmint polos. And he was just going, It's like, what the fuck happened to you? And he goes, my ma caught me smoking. She made me smoke 40 in a row. Fucking crying his eyes out. I was like, that's the only thing that sort of works for, you know, that aversion therapy. Catch your teenager smoking, you're like, fucking smoke 40, and you're like, no, I don't want to. It doesn't really work with other addictions, you know what I mean? If you're a fat bastard and someone's like, you're eating a burger, that's the last fucking, you sit down there and you eat 100 burgers, you'd be like, fucking, what? Here we go. Someone's addicted to computer games. You have to sit there and play 200 fucking hours of computer games. You'd be like, get the nappies, here we go. It doesn't work with certain things though, like if you're a teenager addicted to masturbation, you know what I mean? Your mom's not gonna catch you and just go be like, sit over your shoulder and be like, you don't move till you've 100 wanks. You fucking sit there. I don't care if your granny's here, you'll sit there till you've tennis elbow. It wouldn't work with that, because after about 6, it would just sound like a fucking electric Glade plug-in, you know what I mean? Number 7. When you get to the end of the toothpaste, it's like that. And you're like, there's life in it yet. Still brush your teeth with it, weird. Tell you what I am addicted to though, my phone. Probably like everyone in here, you're just addicted to your phone. Is there anyone in here in a WhatsApp group? Yeah. See the stuff that gets sent to me in those WhatsApp groups? I'm just gonna have to walk up to the police station someday with a phone and go, just take me in, just take me. Some of the videos I get sent, it's ridiculous. And it just blends in with your normal life, you know what I mean? You'd be ordering a coffee. You're like, can I have an Americano, please? Do you want room for milk? Yes, please. Bing! Phone goes off, you look down, you're like, that is a Japanese girl putting an octopus in her asshole. And then you just have to go back to normal life. You're like, yeah, 2 sugars, please. It's difficult. Social media, fucking, it's insane these days, isn't it? See the next cunt that asks for recommendations on Facebook? I'm gonna burn your house down. Like you haven't heard of Google. Do you ever see those people? Just looking for recommendations. Anyone know where to buy milk? Look outside, for sure, you know? It's either like general like that, or it's like, does anybody know where I could buy second-hand rollerblade wheels? Google it, you know? I can't stand social media. You see people on Facebook, it's the same shit popping up over and over again. You know what I mean? Like their lives are shit and they're trying to make it look good. You know what I mean? Take a photo of it, do a nice wee post. Go, it's the same shit over and over again. You know, some guy works in an office, wants to kill himself, and then fucking Patricia turns 50. And he gets a cupcake and he's like, I've had worse Tuesdays, you know what I mean? Like, you sad cunt, it's a fucking cupcake, like. Thank God you turned 50, Patricia, because I've had worse Tuesdays. What happened last Tuesday? Fell off my bike, dog shit went in my mouth. I'm just so glad I got this cupcake, to be honest with you. Sad cunts. Or you get the girl who goes on holiday once, takes 365 photos and posts one every fucking day for the next year of her stinking Ronseal feet hanging in a paddling pool. Hashtag holiday blues, hashtag take me back. Take me back. You're like, it was Bundoran, just get a bus, you fucking loser. You know what I mean? And shave your feet, will you? About to vomit over here. Or my favourite one, if there's like a couple, right? And the guy's a nightmare. The guy's usually fucking out of jail or something. And he does something remotely human. And it's like, hashtag, the boy did good. You're like, he microwaved the lasagna. Chill out the fuck, you know what I mean? The boy did good. He didn't spend all the child support on Cat. The boy did good. I don't know whether it might be social media. It might just be people in this country. I don't know. Do you ever notice people in Northern Ireland act like it's mad crack, but it's shite, you know? Come on over. We're all up for a crack and all. Come on over. It's mad crack and all. There's literally no government. Come on over. We got sausages, mate. It's lethal. Come on over and all. Still can't get married if you're gay. Come on over. We like crisps. Do you want crisps, mate? It's mad crack, you know what I mean? Still can't get an abortion. Come on. Bit of a shithole, you know? I don't know. Sure, it is a tough place to be gay over here, you know? I was reading up on all my LGBT rights recently because it used to be LGBT and now there's 40 more letters. And they're about 2 letters away from just calling it all of us, you know? All sorts of them. LGBTQAI. Pansexual. Heard of that? That's what I am. That's when you get a boner when someone makes you a fry, you know? Yeah, fuck. Doing a joke about a fry? Yeah! I watched it. It must be rough being gay here, but like, there's places in the world where it's way rougher. I watched a documentary about Uganda, right? They have a thing called Kill the Gays Bill. They have a bill called Kill the Gays, right? And I watched this documentary. They had a minister who was going around the country with a PowerPoint presentation full of gay porn, right? And he was trying to do this anti-gay propaganda. It made me laugh because he was obviously sitting at home for fucking days like, that's a good one, you know what I mean? These gay dudes just railing each other. I will bookmark that one. But I watched the whole documentary, heard the best sentence I've ever heard in my life, right? He's showing everyone's at this fucking conference and they're all like looking at the screen, he's doing the PowerPoint, got the wee clicker. Gets to the next one, he goes, it is a dodgy accent, but fuck it. Best sentence I've ever heard, he goes, these homosexuals, oh, tension in here, fucking shit. It's not racist when it's fucking bang on, you know what I mean? He goes, best sentence ever, these homosexuals, they are sticking their pee-pees inside the other men's poo-poos. I fell off the fucking chair, swear to God. I was like, that's crazy, but I'll tell you something. Change the accent, that could be anyone in the fucking DUP, you know what I mean? Just on the news, like, first of all, it's an abomination that these homosexuals are out there. They're sticking their pee-pees in other men's poo-poos, and it's not acceptable, you know? That's always so transparent, isn't it? Someone like is really anti-gay. They're like, that's an abomination, and he's literally getting rimmed behind a curtain. That disgusts me. You can just imagine them sticking their pee-pees in other men's poo-poos. Isn't it weird, though, that anyone that's anti-gay is only anti-gay towards gay men? Anybody that's ever Googled lesbians is like, that's grand, that's all right. These gays are sticking their pee-pees in other men's poo-poos. But see when them women rub their fucking pee-pees together? Woo! I did a big thick white pee-pee on the iPad. Try taking that back to the Apple store, fuck me. Is it water damage? Kinda. Watched the documentary about non-binary kids. That was fun. You know, they were going into school and they got to write on their little label if they wanted to be what pronoun they wanted. He, she, they. All sorts of shit. I think it's a bit impersonal being like they. I think people in Northern Ireland sorted that out years ago though with the word thon, right? Who are you gonna offend with the word thon, you know? Thon looks a bit triggered. Whereas my dad would say, fuck thon, woman's ball bag's bigger than mine. Got the trans movement as well. You can be trans everything, you know what I mean? Trans species. You know, just fucking identify as an animal for a couple of minutes. Which is handy if you hate your job, you know what I mean? Gets to 4 o'clock and someone's like, finish them emails, and you're like, meow. Nah. You know where everyone's fighting for like those gender-neutral toilets and shit like that? How many toilets do we need now? You know what I mean? Someone's like, do you have a gender-neutral toilet? Next guy goes up, do you have a litter box where I can lick my ball bag? And they're like, sorry, we don't. And we're like, I'm contacting Belfast Live. I watched another documentary about people in transition, people transitioning between genders, and I actually got jealous of a certain type of trans person, okay? And it's someone who was like originally a female transitioning into being a male, okay? Now, this documentary, tough wank, but okay. I got so jealous. There was someone, you know, there was like a trans boy who, you know, had to get some surgeries to become the trans boy. And what you do is you go in, get the tits taken off, tits in a bin. And then what happens is, this is why I get jealous, you get to pick your dick. All the fellas in here have to deal with whatever fucking mess you have, I don't know, but like, whatever piece of shit cock. You just have to deal with it. And this program, he walks in and they chuck them the catalogue and they're like, pick your dick. And they're like, don't even need to see the catalogue, to be honest. Give me the biggest, blackest cock you have. They're like, you know you're 5'2" and white? I don't give a fuck. I'm paying for this dick, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you have to tape it on. I don't care if the bottom half's white and the top half's black and you have to screw it on like a silencer. Get it on. I don't care if you have to screw the bell end on like you're chalking a pool cue. Get me that fat porno cock. Just annoys me. You need to learn her dick, you know what I'm saying? You don't pass your driving test and someone's like, there's the keys to a Ferrari, enjoy that. You need a wee banger dick, you know what I mean? Take a few pisses, hit it on the corner of a few tables. Basically, your first dick should look like one of Mary Berry's fingers, you know what I mean? Just small and gross. You know? Think that one over, guys, you know, it's This would be a great time to tell you guys I got married this year. What a transition! To an actual female who's real. I'm way too hot for me, you know what I mean? Which everybody tells me as soon as you're married. Fuck me, mate. What's she doing with you? And it's one of 3 things. Like, you must be funny or have a big dick or be loaded. And I get so bored now, I just go, all 3. Total lies. Dick is disgusting. As if that keeps anyone in a relationship. Dick's massive. Can't spell his own name, but his dick's massive, you know what I mean? Same with tits. You know, lads are like, I love big tits. And you're like, are they good tits? Because I've taken some bras off and it looks like a jambon tied to a water balloon. All right? Is it a big dick or is it a nice dick? You know what I mean? I have a decent sized dick, but it's gross. You know what I mean? It's like, it looks like a chicken fillet someone dropped on the floor of a barber's. You're looking at it like, is that even the right end? I don't even fucking know. Got married. I don't know what the fuck happens. We were together 7 years. As soon as you get married, all the fucking insults come flooding out. Like, where the hell did that come from? He's like, well, you can't go anywhere now, can you? I got a tattoo recently, walked in to the wife, like, oh my God. I was like, check out that tattoo. And she just went, oh my God. Didn't tell her I was getting it. I was like, check it out. She's like, I was like, do you like it? She goes, I don't care. And I went, okay. She goes, was the place clean? And I went, what? She goes, was the tattoo place clean? And I went, yeah. She goes, that's okay. I was just worrying like you might have caught AIDS from the needles. I was trying to joke around with her. I was like, I've had AIDS since before we even met. You know what I mean? I swear to God, without skipping a beat, she just went, you don't have AIDS. Sure, you wouldn't be half as fat if you had AIDS. Oh, we drop AIDS, do you no harm, you fat cunt? You know what I mean? I don't know, not much changes when you get married, apart from you don't get to watch your own TV. I haven't seen my own TV. You walk in, you're like, can I stick on? Nope. We're watching something that'll make you cry. And I'm like, okay, I'll just stand in the kitchen for a while then, you know? The only thing we do watch together, right, is Naked Attraction. Does anyone watch that? Oh my God. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's like a dating show on Channel 4 based purely on people's naked looks. So you get to walk in and there's like 6 contestants in a phone box and a screen goes like this and you get to check out their dick or fanny. Second round, the screen goes up again, you get to see their body. Third round, the least important bit, the face, okay? I've watched so many of these that I literally have a favourite episode now. Nobody should have a favourite episode of this programme, but I have one, right? This girl had to pick from 6 fellas, right? She walks out, the fucking screen goes, you get to see them from the waist down. One guy has a dick like a fucking Swiss roll, I swear to God. Like a triple meat burrito, and she just straight away goes, obviously that one. We don't need to play the game. This guy, right? Unbelievable. So what happens is she has to make up excuses to get rid of them, and the women are brutal, you know what I mean? The women will look at people's dicks and just be like, Jesus Christ, where'd you find that? A hospital bin? Get that out of my fucking face. That's fucking... The dudes have to be a bit more diplomatic, you know what I mean? You get a look at someone's goods and you're like, I'm not sure if I like her nail polish or whatever. Because you can't just go like, that looks like a fucking pastrami sandwich. What the fuck is that? So anyway, this girl narrows all these people down. She gets down to the last 2 people. She fucking bullshits them a bit and like, oh, I'm not too sure, but obviously that one. And then she goes off and gets changed, takes her clothes off, walks back in fully naked, right? Fully nude. And the guy gets to walk out and meet her, and he's just confidently slapped her across. As you would, you know? And the presenter's in between them, and she goes, what do you think of John's hair? And he's like, whatever the fuck ever. He's got dreadlocks, but he's white. Who gives a fuck, you know? What about the body? Very nice, obviously keeps good care of himself, you know, looks good. Like, okay, that's good. What about the penis? And she's like, love it. Very generous indeed, like the penis. I'm like, okay, well, congratulations, you get to go on a date now. And they're about to walk away, and the presenter goes, okay, 1 second, just 1 more second. One more question. Forgot to ask you, what do you think of John's prosthetic leg? And the girl, I swear to God, goes like this. Fuck, I didn't even see that. This guy's dick was so big, she's like, he has 4 normal legs, I don't know. All looks good to me. But that's married life, watching bullshit programs together. Notice some other things too, you know what I mean? You go down to her parents' house, they're fucking black belts in Catholicism. Pictures of fucking Jesus, or Russell Brand, I don't know who the fuck it is. All around the house. The real sarky one with a heart in his hand, he's like, You might go to hell, you wee dick. Yeah. Pictures right beside the toilet too, you're like, what the fuck? But I was down at their house, right, and they're like, do you want to go to mass? This is over Christmas. Do you want to go to mass? I was like, let me check the diary, see if I have any fucking needles to shove in my dick. I don't want to go to mass. Also, it's Saturday night, is that weird? And they're like, oh no, you go on Saturday night, get shit-faced so you don't have to go on Sunday. I was like, well, She goes, we're going to the pub before it. And I was like, let's see what Mass is like, you know what I mean? Never been near a religious establishment my whole fucking life. I was like, let's go to Mass. We went to the pub first. I don't count my drinks normally, but I had enough drinks that I remember it because it scared me, okay? I had 8 pints of Guinness in 40 minutes, right? On the last sip, I literally teleported to the fucking chapel. Just doing squats. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, sweating. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? How do you know when to do that? And she's like, no one knows, we don't go to fucking Mass. I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ, here we go. Mid-sentence, everyone gets on their knees, and I was like, in a chapel? Really? Okay, that's brave. Like I'm young and hot enough to get fucked by a priest, but sure. It's a paedophile joke. And here's what happened though. It was over Christmas, so it was fucking packed. So there was a big room at the front, and then there was like a side room that we were in because we couldn't get in the main room. It was like a nightclub, you know what I mean? And there's a screen in the room that we're in, and the priest, he's DJing in the big room. And I have to watch Mass on this fucking screen. Drunk out of my mind, just doing squats. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm steaming. I looked up and I was like, hold on a second. I'm learning things. I'm like, hold on a second. You know, if I ate pints, you're a bit hungry. I was like, is this cutting on out Pringles up here? She's like, it's not fucking Pringles. Sit down, would you? And I was like, what is it? I don't give a fuck what it is. Is there dips? What is it? What the fuck is he handing out? My wife's like, shut the fuck up. It's Christ discs. I don't know what the fuck it is. A couple hundred more squats. I'm still staring at the screen. I'm like, hold on. Not only is this guy handing out Pringles up here, this cunt's handing out shots, all right? It's like, it's not fucking shots. Will you sit down, you heathen bastard? Sat down. Squinted at the screen. I was like, happened to notice something else. I was like, hold on a second. Is everyone drinking out of the same cup up there? She's like, yep. And I went, that's fucking disgusting. I was like, what's the priest saying up there? Is he like, here's the blood of Christ and the herpes of Grania, who works in the spar. And she goes, it's okay, wipes it with a cloth. I was like, listen, I can wipe my asshole with a cloth, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's drinking Ribena from it on a Saturday night. Disgusting. And here's the weird part, right? I got married this year, my sister got married this year, and at the same time, my dad is like newly single. My dad's just running the country, hurring and touring, you know what I mean? He eventually met a woman, but he paid for a year's subscription on fucking Plenty of Fish. He was raging. He's like, how the fuck did I get them 10 months back? Jesus Christ. You know what it is? He's like every other mate of mine who starts going out with a girl. Cannot wait to tell you how much riding he's doing, you know? Cannot fucking wait. Every conversation comes full circle. He'll start conversations, loaded conversations. You know, he'll be like, oh, I seen you at the gym on Facebook. Oh, really? I'm like, yep. He goes, lose any weight? I'm like, not really. He goes, aye. I lost a bit of weight recently. You're like, oh, were you doing a bit of working out? And he's like, nah, I was fucking riding, wasn't I? Every fucking conversation. You borrow something off him, you're like, can I leave that power washer back? Aye, what day? Thursday? Thursday good for you? Nah, I can't do Thursday. Why? That's pizza and bucket night, isn't it? I'm fucking red out, my back's wrecked. My hips are gone, sort of. I think I've tennis elbow from all the fucking... You know what I mean? Fucked. That's some creepy shit. By the way, comedians are creepy. Do you know that? You know, it's all over the news. Everyone's getting caught. I don't know why anyone's surprised. Comedians are creepy fuckers. You know? Anyone like Louis C.K.? Two perverts over there. Louis C.K. apparently nearly got done for like masturbating in front of people, you know? But the loophole was that he would ask them, you know? That doesn't really matter. It's like, can I smoke in your car? Can I blow a load on your fucking sofa? You've overstepped the line, Louis, you know what I mean? The problem is, I'm a fucking massive Louis C.K. fan. So if he said it to me, he was like, Colin, do you mind if I masturbate in here? I'd be like, bro, don't even worry about it. I got you, bro. Get that way. Big fan, mate. Creepy bastard. There's loads of them. You know? Bill Cosby. 3 perverts. Creepy bastard, you know what I mean? He's the worst guy because everyone thought he was dead nice. You know, he pretended he was a goddamn saint his whole life. Didn't he? R. Kelly. Maybe got a sister that bangs people when they're unconscious. R. Kelly's mad for the raping. Don't give her name out here, fuck's sake. It's good though, that'll be on YouTube forever though, bro. Well done. But yeah, fucking Bill Cosby, creepy bastard. And he pretended that he was so nice. Apparently he used to give off to like young comedians. He'd be like, you shouldn't swear in your act. You know, you shouldn't swear in your act because it's not good. Gives out a bad impression. And you're like, bro, sort your own fucking problems out. Can't be running around. It doesn't make sense. He's telling you to not swear and he's doing all that shit in the background. You know? Bill Cosby telling you not to swear doing comedy is like Kate and Jerry McCann telling you not to leave a dog in a hot car. Know what I mean? Prison. Let's go to prison together. I couldn't be a creep because I look exactly like a creepy bastard. You know what I mean? If something came out in the news and like Colin Geddis was arrested for something, you'd be like, obviously, you know? Body parts in his freezer. Here's a fun story. I nearly got fucking date raped one time. How about that? You know? You gotta watch out, guys. I was in Vietnam. That's the spot. Here's what happened. I thought I got spiked, right? I was out drinking in this bar, and there was like an Australian guy, and he's buying all these pints at the bar. Loads of fucking pints, and he couldn't carry them. And he's like, how's it going, mate? How's it going, mate? He goes, do you want a pint? And I went, yep, took the pint. We drank the pints, bang. And I went, cheers, mate. As I walked away, he went, yeah, mate, everybody loves row hypnol. And I was like, excuse me? He was gone, and I was like, hold on a sec. He's like, he's Australian, he's probably just having a bit of crack, isn't he? Fucking hypnol, what's he like? Them Australians are mad. And then I was like, my throat is tightening up a wee bit, you know? He's only having a laugh. I was like, no, but that is really quite tightened up. I was like, I'll go to the toilet, I'll try and make myself sick, right? So I had the same fucking bowling ball grip as earlier, right? Trying to make myself sick. Dry heaving. Here's the problem. My body does not reject beer. So I just sat there. Had this moment of clarity. I was like, who the fuck's gonna date rape me? You know? If you're gonna date rape me, it's wherever I fall. You know what I mean? You are not getting me in a van under any circumstances. You have to wait there till I just... And then you better be a fucking Olympic deadlifter to get my hole off the floor. Fucking weights, belts, steroids, you know what I mean? Walking over fully erect. Here we go. Ah! Yeah! And I just wake up, use the condom, good guy, you know? Now that's gross, right? But what I'm gonna do is, since it's a special night, I'll tell you the most gross thing I've ever experienced in my life, right? Here we go. We're banking on this for the closer, guys. But once again, we can't edit it, okay? Has anyone ever been to Thailand? Yeah. Okay, 70 perverts. Here we go. I went to Thailand. If you've been to Thailand and you're in a tourist area, you're walking about, all you get offered all day is hand jobs, and everyone's like, do you want to go to a ping pong show? Do you want to see some ping pong? And for like the first 3 days I was there, I was like, bro, I'm not a fan of sports, no thank you. 4 days in, absolutely steaming, walking along. You want to go to a ping pong show? I was like, is that a Welsh accent, sir? No! Okay. He goes, you want to go see ping pong? And I went, fucking right, let's do it. I've seen the movies. That's what I'm imagining, right? And he goes, you only have to buy one beer. And I was like, sweet. And he goes, the beer's 28 quid. And I went, oh, what? So we go buy the 28 quid beer, right? We get into this place. Not a lot of sports going on, you know? They called it a ping pong show. They should have called it Ladies Take Things Out of Their Fannies. That's what they should have called it. It was disgusting. We'd been in some bars with these young girls dancing. You're like, fucking right, if the ping pong show's like this, it's gonna be great. It's not. This is where these girls go 70 years later, all right? We get in, we get our 28 quid beer, and here's what happens. There's rounds, right? There's basically rounds. So a girl will come out, do a trick, leave. Then the next one will come out, do a trick, leave, and they play a song each time. And I was like, here we fucking go. In the end, I stayed for 5 rounds, right? I'm keen, I'm sitting there. There's some Americans. We were sitting there, 28 quid beers. I'm like, let's fucking do this. First girl comes out. Music starts playing, she comes out. Now, if I come on the stage, I'll be like, hey guys, coming on stage, right? She literally walked out like the way I walked to the toilet with a hangover to take a shit. You know what I mean? She just came out like that. And I was like, what's gonna happen here? She did a weird squat. Takes a tin whistle out of her fanny. And I'm blocked. I'm like, I'm fucking excited here, you know what I mean? She's a professional. I'm expecting fucking adagio for strings here. This is gonna be unbelievable. She whips it out. They do this trick. It's like taking a big deep breath into your fanny, which you can hear over the music. She's like... And I'm like, well, forget about that. This is gonna be an absolute trance classic. Here we go. It was shit. The best she could muster, it was like Morse code. It was like... Till her fanny ran out of breath. And like when I leave here tonight, I'll be like, thanks very much, guys. She just went... Wiped it on her t-shirt. That was only round 1. Round 2, they swap shifts. These 2 girls come walking out. One of them hands me a balloon, hands the guy beside me a balloon. And I'm like, sweet, it's not even my birthday. This is unreal. She takes out a fucking blow dart, right? The 2 of them both do the same fanny breath. The first girl is like goddamn American Sniper. She's like... I'm like, oh my God, what is that? Pops my balloon. The girl beside, or the fella beside me, his girl, not so great at the fanny breath, you know what I mean? She had like vaginismus or something, I don't know what the fuck it was. She kind of just... She basically coughed it onto the floor. Her mate had to save the day. She was like... And you could see her giving her shit. She's like, you're fucking sacked. You are sacked. Piece of shit. You know what I mean? That was 2 rounds, guys. 3rd round, I'm like, this is heating up. Girl comes out, okay? Not a very glamorous trick. Puts a glass down, just goes like this. Plop. Live goldfish, right? And I was like, that's impressive. What's she gonna do with it? Nothing. Picked it up. See you later. On the way off, fucking necks it. I'm like, that's round 3. This is fucking cooking now. I am excited. Woo! Let's do it. Round 4. Girl comes out, does the same thing. Clink. By the way, they're wearing like little skirts, so you don't really see much, but the odd time you get a glimpse, okay? She went like this. Plop. Live hamster. No joke. Live hamster fell out of her fanny, which when I seen it looked like a fucking bulldog with a tennis ball in its mouth. I was like, what the fuck? The hamster comes out, it's like, where the fuck was I there? Wet look gel. Jesus Christ. She's kicking it up the arse and it's like, all right, I just got up, fuck me. I'd love to know how many goddamn hamsters go back to the shop in Thailand, you know what I mean? Just walking up, that is a fucking piece of shit you sold me. Anyway, she picks up the hamster, leaves. There's a group of Americans. They've seen enough. They're like, oh my God, fuck that. They leave. And I'm like, what's next? I stayed for one more round, right? Girl comes out, does the move. Clink. A wee baby turtle falls out. Right? And I'm like, I was like, You know what I mean? It's fucked. Doesn't know where it's going. And I was like, do you know what? That got to me. I was like, I've seen the fucking documentaries, you know what I mean? Where they fucking hatch out of the egg with their wee shit hands. I'm free. And then they're like, the beach is 4 miles away. Fuck! And they lay like 17,000 of them so that all the seagulls don't kill them all. And they make their whole way across the beach and they're like, oh my God. Oh my God. I finally made it. They put one wee hand in the ocean. Yes! And then along comes fucking Jumanji blurt and just goes, you got to work today! You know? And that was it. But here, 5 stars on TripAdvisor, you know what I mean? Guys, you guys have been fucking unbelievable. Cheers for coming out, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, Belfast.